YouTube land, what's up? It's your girl Makar from Cougars. It's your girl Makar from Cougars Closet. How y'all feeling? So listen, I am doing my segment series for the month of July for the zodiacs, and so now I am on water signs. I am on Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Now, on my readings, you might see you have Scorpio reading, Gemini, just saying, and then you might see that you have Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces because um, you fall under that element. So this is just part of, if you saw yourself in another reading that I did for the month of July, make sure you add this in conjunction or go back and watch that because they go together. They are in conjunction about what I said. For example, the Scorpio, I talked about how the Scorpio would be for this month, the Scorpio and the Gemini. And this is the answer right here to why the Scorpio is going to be like this. So I'm breaking it down by who was getting entangled, and I'm breaking it down by element. So that's what I'm going by. Y'all see Baby Ivy? Say hi, Baby Ivy. She's still mad. No, y'all, something else went on. She get mad every 5 minutes. I ain't fooling with her. But for some reason, she wanted to be in on this reading. Anywho. So, my title to this is called Choppy Waters Ahead. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Choppy waters are approaching. So, out of all of my signs, this is the sign that I really wanted to focus in more because the element that I really wanted to focus in on, this is very critical and this is important here. Okay, so what's going on with you? Okay, so what's going on with you, right? July 13th, which is a few days off, we have a full moon coming. And the full moon, they said is set to scheduled to set in the morning. I don't know how that works, but it's setting in. Okay, so I worry about my water signs the most up under a full moon. And the reason why I worry about you guys the most under a full moon is because you are a water element, and you are ruled by emotions. You are an emotional state. That's just what you are. And so I don't know why. I'm not too crazy about the moon entertaining these water signs right here. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Because with these guys, with you all being under this moon, what it does here, it gets trickery for you. And especially if you don't know this is coming. So that's why I'm on here letting you know that July 13th, you might notice some changes in yourself. And for some of you, I don't think you're going to notice them right away. A handful of you will. But for some of you, I think you might notice it around like the 14th, no, the 15th, the 16th, the 17th. And it might have an effect like a week or 2 week long effect lasting. That's what I'm thinking. So with this moon in Gemini, like I was saying, I don't know why, but I'm not too crazy about y'all guys being up under that because it gets real trickery. And if you don't know that this type of stuff is coming, or you don't know why, you're feeling rather emotional, or you don't know what to do, you really could have a mess on your hands. So that's why this really is a must-see. So when I talk about these getting trickery for you guys, it's like you're dealing with so much emotion, and the moon really knows how to bring this on. The moon is basically your trigger point. But on the flip side of it, some really good things could go on for you under that moon too. But with them being so close, y'all don't understand that it's a fine line. So y'all tend to, when you get under this moon, mix your good energies with your bad energies. Like you know how to register under a full moon, under a good vibe, under a good theory. But like if it's a bad vibe, you'll bring your good vibes under the moon. And there's a lot of trickery stuff that goes on under that moon. So that's the thing to get y'all familiar with the moon and how the moon works towards Pisces. It's a good and bad thing. It could be an emotional thing. It could be an over emotional thing. Sometimes it could be a straight out, I don't give a damn thing. But it's a lot of, so, like in the nighttime when the moon's on the wrong side and you guys approach, it's like a dark alley setting, if that makes sense. It's like a lot of back alley action going on. A lot of treachery and manipulation. Houses of enemies. A lot of stuff can go on under that moon if you're on the wrong side of it. And so I'm going to paint the canvases of how this journey is supposed to affect you. And if you are paying attention and now that you know what you're looking for, you can let it affect you in a good way. That would be a good thing for you, because this moon, what it's going to do here is going to pick up on vibes. That's what it's going to do. And when it sets at night, if you're under a good vibe, it's going to pull your good vibe. If you're under a bad vibe, it's going to pull your bad vibe. If you're under mixed emotions, it's going to pull a mixed emotion vibe. That's what this is what it's going to do for you. So what's supposed to be going on right when this moon hits? This is what's supposed to be going on. But I got a feeling this ain't going to be going on unless y'all pay attention to this and apply it. Okay, so with this moon, right, what's supposed to be going on, you're supposed to be going on a spiritual journey. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be self-reflecting. All of a sudden, you water signs are finna have an awakening. Y'all finna have awakening. Okay, and so this awakening is gonna wake up your spiritual side. You're supposed to be going on a journey to enjoy this spiritual side. And it's supposed to be like a lot of self-reflection, you know, a lot of talk about energy. You understanding how to use your energy and what you've been using your energy on that you shouldn't have used your energy on. And you're gonna start getting in rotation with yourself. This is what the journey is supposed to be about. But see, you can get emotional and mess the journey up. Like you gonna come off as a self-sabotager. You gonna be a self-inflictor. You can if you don't watch this. You could crash the dream of the journey by, when you self-reflect, turning down a dead end, turning down somewhere, street blocked off you ain't supposed to be, away from the city lights. You turn off on this dark dust road. Next thing you know, your self-reflection turns into what people done to you in your past. Your self-reflections comes about your wife that divorced you, that says she'd never leave you and she left you for the rich doctor. See, you can make it personal and put your spin on it and just kind of crash the whole operation. And see, this is the thing about water signs. This is why this can happen. Because you can get rather delusional. You can form illusions that's not going on because you are emotions. You can make things happen in your head that's not happening. Not to say that nobody else can't. But boy, can you doctor to these things because you are the ruler of emotions. Boy, can you take it on and make it way worse than what somebody else had going. They had a nightmare going, but you done brought a Freddy Krueger nightmare up in here. You got the metal click clanks and everything. And so you can find yourself going into a very sensitive time right now. But how you handle this moon gonna be up to you. Because there's a difference in these emotions creeping up on you and you feeling emotional and you feeling fragile and you feeling weak and you feeling vulnerable if you don't know. But if I'm on here giving you the information, when this stuff kick in, then you say, okay, that's what Makara was talking about. See, you got to learn how to ride the wave. Because a lot of things go up underneath that moon when Pisces is involved, when Cancer is involved, when Scorpio is involved. See, these signs right here can be so sensitive to life, sensitive to jokes, and sensitive to other things that they really don't comprehend what goes on all up under that moon. They really can't determine what's going on up under there because it's good things mixed with treachery things. But that's the thing. Y'all got to start finding out how this moon is going to affect you when it come over. Or you can take charge of it and know it's getting ready to come over and figure out some ways to get ready to move. To avoid that. But you still gonna run your course. You can't avoid your feelings, but I'm just saying you will learn how to ease them better, if that makes sense. You learn how to ride the wave better, if that makes sense. So, this journey that you are about to approach right now, it basically falls on you because you're aware. Either you go in on the highway and let it gravitate to that, or it might just slip up on you though. It could do that. You could find yourself laughing and talking and having a good time and out partying with somebody and look up the next day you just depressed and down in the dumps and you don't know why. That could happen. But I just know these water signs, they really can make things worse than what they are, especially at night when they sleep, because see, they can go into the water, they can go into the ocean and get away. And it could be a peaceful journey there, but for some reason they won't let it be. Especially Scorpios. Scorpios have an allergic reaction to being broke. They could have $1,000 in the bank and swear they broke. They say that's pocket change and they start getting nervous. Like Scorpios really have to watch themselves when they go to sleep at night. Because they whole dream, they jump in that water and instead of going down there scuba diving, seeing the pearls and seeing the nice little oysters and seeing the little animals that won't hurt you, not even running up on nothing dangerous, they'll make something dangerous come. They whole thing, Scorpios, if they don't have security and a certain amount of money to say they comfortable, they can avoid even trying to get into bed and go to sleep because they know that's where their nightmare finna begin, because they can solve their problems in the water. And that's likely where they're going to solve them. But until they solve them, they gonna forever be in a nightmare in the water, being hunted down or whatever happened to them because this financial thing is hunting them. And see, I don't like for Cancers to get too emotional. Because like when Cancers get emotional, and see, they in the shell, they usually don't make no outburst. But if they do, then it makes you feel so bad. It makes you feel guilty, or maybe you feel guilt for doing what's right for you, or Cancers have a hard time accept the stuff they don't want. They get real emotional. But like I said, they in their shell. Their shell is hard. It's hard to get them out. But if you get them out, you got them out. But they'll keep going back in and out. They won't stay out long. But then when they finally do get comfortable, if they go ahead and break their shell and take their shell off and sit it on the couch or wherever they go sit it at, if something comes through and hurts a Cancer and he doesn't have the shell on, that's a different type of cry there. It's hurtful, it's worrisome, it's strenuous. They grabbing you by your collar, talking about tell me now. I mean, they just really go into this thing. And Pisces, oh, don't even get me started on them. Now, this is just something I'm thinking top of my head. It wasn't a premonition. It wasn't nothing I seen that came to me. It's just something I'm saying off my head. What I'm kind of thinking what's going to be going on under this moon and you feeling emotional and finna go through this thing right here you finna go through is because I believe some karmic cycles are running. And I believe you are coming out of the washer, going into the dryer. I believe debt about to be paid. So, before this awakening, I believe you have to be purified of certain type of things. This is just a theory. I didn't have nothing. If it would have came through, I would have told you that. It didn't come through. This is just off the head conversation. Yeah. So between these signs, there could be a lot of daydreaming going on. And it's okay to daydream. I daydream a lot too. But don't let this daydream overtake you to where ain't nothing getting done. If daydreaming, it's your element anyway. But if daydreaming is something you're doing to pass time, or your sleep, or sleep dreaming, or whatever, fine. But I want y'all to monitor how much daydreaming you do. Because if you're doing too much daydreaming to the point where you ain't getting up, getting nothing done, you gonna know you in that cycle, and this moon got a hold of you. Yeah. So, this concludes my segment. Y'all see baby, I be a little blanket. She thinks she doing something. Woman be in here living in luxury. I'm sick of it. But, so yeah, this concludes, my reading for that. And don't be surprised if this thing kind of runs over into August, maybe like the second or third week. It could. And for some, it could hit you in the ass and graze you, and you pop up and it be over with. And some, you might, a week or two, have to, deal with this or whatever. But I just want to let y'all know that it was choppy roads ahead for the water signs that could lead up into August. So, tell me about this. Leave me something below. All right, Google's color.